What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back, and it's time to get started on the Caria Manor. Now, to add a little bit of lore here, there were basically two factions. There was the Royal Academy, and then there was the Royal Family, and they kind of had a big falling out, and so that's why the manor had that dude that was shooting all the crazy arrows as we tried to approach this, etc., etc. So before we head into this place, a couple things we're going to want. Having some fire grease would be quite nice. I think probably 2 or 3 would be plenty. And then on top of that, getting some fire pots, also good. You are about to meet my most disliked enemy in the game. Exciting, right? Go ahead and pop this. I'm going to go ahead and summon the skellies. You know an area is not going to be fun when it lets you summon summons as soon as you come in. But so head straight east. We're going to grab some stuff. You already hear them. And there they are, the handsies. Oh boy, aren't those just disgusting looking. Now they seem really intense, but they're super, super weak to fire. So go ahead and hit them with a fire bomb. And then while they're doing the stop, drop, and roll, that's when you get on in and kill them. God, look at all those digits. Absolute nightmare fuel. But yeah, so head on in here. And loop this guy. Grab that cookbook and get out real fast. You spend too much time in there, you're going to lose your summons, because that's not a summon-friendly zone. I thought there was another item. Hang on, my notes are go. Oh, it's the item we grabbed on the way. Okay. We're going to head north. There should be a Somber 3. That's probably right over there. These little traps, you can just run past them. They're not a big concern. They basically only hurt you if you decide that you're going to stand in them for some reason. Alright, and you can see we have a bunch of little handsy guys. And this is why I said fire grease is going to be good, because fire pots are nice, but the easiest way to handle them is just going to be to put fire on your weapon. Those baby handsies. Aren't they just adorable little pieces of nightmare fuel? Alright. There should be. I wrote there were 2 handsies here, so there should be another one. I don't know where he's at. Oh, there he is. There he is. These guys actually have like a really mean grab attack where they pound you down, so just be a little cautious. As you may be noticing, we're getting a lot of Somber 2s out of them. You'll want to kill this little guy. Just be careful. You can see over there, there's another handsy waiting for us. So that is a handsy that's hiding underground. Well, since we're out of fire pots, we're going to go ahead and craft up some more. The little ones I'm not as worried about. It's the big ones that are scary buggers. Let's see. Carrying Piercer on the shiny guy to the right. He'll run towards a handsy in the ground between the buildings for a few items and more handsies. Flip around and stay on the path. Okay. Let's see him hiding up there. Hit him with that. He'll jump down. And we'll hit him with that. We're going to get that door open later. Don't worry about it for now. There's 2 more handsies around here. I think we can... There's the big ones. Oh god. Oh god. No, stay away. Oh no, it went right under him. This is my nightmare. Don't let that hit. that purple thing hits, it allows them to just run up and grab you. Oh boy. Going west is just not recommended. It's the ground out west over there is just filled with a bunch of these, and they're all ones like that one that we saw where there's just little fingertips sticking out around. So like you can get it, but like honestly it's just a minefield out there. Would not recommend. Grab that smithing stone too. In particular, I ran through it and I found a rime crystal and a firefly, which, yeah, it's items, but they're consumables. There's no real reason that we have to get it, but really, really want it. Let's see, look, there's handsies there, there's handsies there, there's more over there. Look at them, they're just all over the place. They're all just all over. Just waiting. Just waiting to jump out and try to grab us. Alright. Almost out of this hell, don't worry. This guy, just run past him. Don't even worry about it. When that thing comes out, just roll. The haul ass upstairs. Oh, yes. Oh, Grace. Grace is so nice. Okay, get more points, drop those in. Let's move to 24. Item over here by the altar. Next, we're going to grab a legendary weapon, the Sword of Night and Flame. It is a pretty heavy stat investment weapon. 12 strength, 12 dex, 24 int, 24 faith. Just run past these guys for now. In terms of PvE content, it's easily one of the strongest weapons in the game. It has a massive AoE wave clear on its heavy attack, and it's normal. Well, so it has two special attacks, the whole Night and Flame thing. One of them is basically similar to that boss that the big Kamehameha blast that the boss did, and the other is a big flame wave. And so you use the flame wave. Let's jump down. You use the flame wave for AoE clear. It's a short range AoE wave in front of you. And then the blast is more focus targeted, but I mean, fully leveled up, these are each going to hit over 2,000 damage. So incredibly strong item. Definitely one that should not be overlooked. And if you're interested in doing a hybrid build, it is pretty much the weapon of choice. So go ahead and just warp back. I was going to climb up the ladder, and then I figured waste the time. So yeah, warp back to the manor. And then we're going to run on through again. Now, if you really want to fight past these things, you can. They're not particularly strong, but they're just kind of annoying. Because see, they're gonna stagger you. They got shields. It's just, see what I'm saying? Like, these guys are just a pain in the ass. You don't gotta fight them. You don't gotta fight them. And like, they're ghosts. Do ghosts even drop loot? I don't know. Maybe. But anyway, I would suggest just running past them. Plus, we're on a bridge, and if we fall off, even if we survive the fall, we gotta fight a bunch of those handsies down below. It's just not a good time. I'm gonna head up here and get another grace. And then we're going to take this back down, and we'll just warp back here when we're done. Alright, we got a Rune Arc, the Urumi Whip, and then a Somber 3, and then we're gonna head back. So, we wanna head on over this way. I'm still ignoring these dudes. Jump over to there. Get that little dude right here. We have the Golden Rune. And then nothing over here. The Rune Arc. I thought the Rune Arc is... Oh, the Rune Arc is in the center area. Okay. Nothing there. There's the Urumi. It's a magic scaling whip. Not bad, but also not the best thing. The whips are pretty situational in their use. Alright, come on out. Let's play. Not good enough. We'll kill that. Did it drop anything? No. And then over here, we got a Somber 3. And that should be it. So now we're going to go back to the manor upper level. Let me check my key items, see what we're looking at on seeds. We have none at the moment. Okay. Well, from the upper, we can just head on out. Here's a summoning pool if you need it. There's a couple of wolves around here. You don't really need to worry about them. They just kind of exist, but if you want, I guess you can kill them. They're actually pretty tanky. Definitely not your average dogs. Love the ragdoll. Yeah, most thing here is just grab the seed. The seed is obviously important. Let's see. Besides that, the seed on the left, there's another rhyme bud in the back. And then we want to lure the mages and kill the troll. Okay. You don't got to worry about little handsies popping up and trying to butter your buns. And out. Up we go. That thing's too dumb to follow. So you can see there's a couple mages here. I suggest luring them, so just throwing dagger. Oh, he made it. Oh, well, okay, it's about to be fun. Ah, stop it. Come on, boys. Come on down. There's a party over here. Remember, you have iframes when you're in a critical animation. Then we got the giant. Similar to all the giants, 2 charged criticals will take it on down. Now the trick, which it looks like it's not going to work, is having it fall into a position where we can actually get the critical. My guy ran into a wall. Anyway, Troll's Night Sword. This is actually a pretty fun weapon. The art on it does a big AoE stomp that's going to mess up anything surrounding you, and then you can follow up with a strong attack to do like a real juicy swing. If you're trying to play like a heavy spell sword type dude, that is a very solid go-to choice. Alright, let's see. After the first set of stairs, go left and right for loots. So we'll get to those guys in a second. We'll go this way. Jump across. Drop down. And there's a piece of candy. And we're going to do the same thing, but on the other side. Let's give that guy a boop. Come on over this way. Oh, hang on, I didn't grab the loot. This just leads to the wolves. Let me see. What did I say in the notes? Other side for... Nothing for. Other side for 2 magic grease. There should be... Ah, there it is. Right. Now, as we head on up, I would suggest staying to the right initially. There's 2 guys over there, one of them getting ready to ambush you. And these are the same dudes that we met back at that other area that like to use their repeating crossbow to get on some bullshit. Oh, did not mean to throw that. That's okay. Health up. You can see the one over there. We're gonna get a little sneaky. Over here to grab this. Of course, we got a stake there. Now, in there is going to be the boss fight. But before we do that, there's a bunch of stuff over this way. Right, so we want to jump. Jump. And jump. And jump. And now we commit pop murder. And I know somebody is going to be like, yo man, Cowboy, you're always murdering the pot people. Why? What y'all gotta understand is the jar people are actually a warrior race, and all that red stuff you see popping out of them when I kill them, that's basically just like the leftover remains of other people. Because what the pots do is, as people fall to them in combat, or other warriors in general, they take the remains of other warriors and they add it into the pot, and then the pot grows and they get stronger, and they carry on the essence of other warriors within them. So, I mean, if anything, by not killing the pot people, you're just being rude, because clearly it's just, you know, insulting a fellow warrior. That includes the baby pots. You gotta kill them all. I think this one has double big boys. Frost Stomp wins again. Such an incredibly good skill. Right, I think that is almost it for here. Check the notes. A bunch of pot dudes crack pot. Continue down for more pots until the roof drop. Okay, and that's the roof drop. Don't think there's any in this last little outpost here. No, we are clear. Okay. Ash of War Carrying Grandeur. So from here, I'd head back to the upper level, and we're going to run on through to the boss, Loretta. Loretta, I believe Loretta's another trophy boss, but Loretta isn't too bad. Can be a little annoying with some of the spells and the glaive, but for the most part, everything this boss does is very telegraphed, so you shouldn't have much issue just, you know, letting your summon distract and killing it. I wouldn't suggest killing this stuff every time. You can easily run there. You can see the kind of the upkeep on these guys is a little slow, and you can just run right through the troll's legs. You have this one dude, you can largely just ignore him. If you want, you can give him a poke, but that's really the only guy I'd worry about killing, and even then, you could run past that guy as well. See, it's those things, they'll just chase you, so just roll. Great bow. If it's not at you, just use that time to get some damage in. Now you're kind of seeing why I said he can be a little annoying. Nothing he's doing is like particularly deadly. It's just, there's not like spell bullshit coming at you and he's hopping around on the horse. Anyway, Loretta's Slash, which you didn't even see him use. It's a 1-2 combo. It's pretty decent. Loretta's Great Bow, one of my favorite spells for a caster. It is a long-range snipe. You can, basically the maximum lock-on distance, you can shoot it from that far. So if you're playing a caster, it is a super, super, super useful spell to knock out birds, snipers, you know, anything that's waiting and is far away that you want to knock out. So anyway, after that, I don't believe there's anything up there. But we're going to head out this door. Now, this is Ronnie's area, so I'm going to stress this again for the millionth time. Do not go to the towers here. We're not going to the towers. We don't want to activate Ronnie's questline yet. If you do, when you go on over to Caelid, you're not going to be able to clear the castle first. You're going to have to do Radon first, which means you're missing out on a bunch of levels of experience and getting a legendary strength weapon rather early. Don't do it. I'm going to kill this little guy. And then right over here, we're dropping down, just to show where we're at on the map. We're dropping back into the manor. I'm going to go this way. Hopefully you have a couple runes left over from the boss. Stuff to buy. There's something up here as well before we go. There being an item up at the top. Let's see, Beast Fang on the roof. Jump down for a liver, and we talk to the merchant for the carrion spell parry. That. And talk to this guy. So go ahead, advance the dialogue enough to where he wants to talk. And we need 3,000 for you, and then you are also somewhat useful. Alright, let me pop some items here. So that is absolutely something we are going to want. 800. I might have enough to get everything I want here. Carry and retaliation. This is fantastic. It's super useful. He has a spare larval tear if you need it. This is an arcane scaling one-handed axe, so if you're doing an arcane build, decent choice to go with. This one is not bugged, it actually has its scaling. I guess I'll pick this up as well, just for the cold arrows. And after him, we're going to go ahead and warp on back to the moon grazing grounds. Now, what we just picked up is absolutely fantastic. You know, up until now, we've had Thop's Barrier. You've seen me use that a couple times to parry out spells, and, you know, it worked pretty well. But this thing, oh boy, this thing lets us parry spells, but when we parry them, instead we'll create little glintstone swords above our head that'll then fire off and hit the enemy. Now, obviously, this is going to be pretty useful, needless to say. So, big fan of that, especially if you're doing PvP. You can use this to parry Moonveil spam. Somebody wants to use Moonveil, boom, parried. Make them look like an idiot. Send their damage back to them. Alright, so this time we're going to go around to the right. Once again, not going towards Ronnie at all. Just going to head out this way. Ignore these dudes. There should be a shiny ball out here. Drops frost enchant. We just gotta find the little bugger. There he is. Oh, I whiffed. There we go. Frozen armament. Ignore the undead guys for now. I keep heading east and we'll get a grace. Right, we have a jail that we can do. We have a red Dargo, Albinuric ashes, and then a painting. Let's head on out. We're just going to head pretty much straight east just to show where we're going. There's like a fight over here, and then there's some stuff over here, and like a guy in between. I mean, it's a small area. It's very small. You notice that we're able to use summons. Don't do it just yet, because we're going to get the jail out the way first. I don't remember who this is, but it must not have been significant because I didn't even write any notes about it. Oh yeah, this guy just beat his ass, especially if you have, actually I don't know if the fire is staggering or if it's the halberd that's staggering him, but yeah, he's not having a good time. He has this little gravity thing, that's like the only thing to look out for. It's mostly garbage. Yeah, I mean, I literally just spammed R1 and he died. But you get Meteorite, which is pretty nice for mages. When you use it, you can hold down the button to continue the cast, and it will drain all of your FP. But it has the potential to do some really big damage on some of the bigger bosses. So it's something to keep in mind. You know, fairly situational in its usage, but it's there, so we'll talk about it. Next, the Red Wolf is down there. Before we tackle him, though, let's go on over here. We'll get the Albinuric ashes and the painting done. Actually, I need to test out Albinuric ashes. I'm not sure if they're the fun ones, so just go by the painting. We'll get you the Juvenile Scholar stuff, as well as a free Larval Tear. There's the Albinuric ashes. Yeah, these are Albinurics, by the way. These are what you get to summon. I mean, I don't know. They're a little weird. If they were the ones that were in the blood region that cause bleed, I'd probably take them and use them, but I think it's just these normal basic ones, which aren't very good, I feel. The Red Wolf is very similar to the one we had already fought. I would suggest running up on it and then popping your skellies, because you don't want them back here fighting other things. The Red Wolf's attention. In an ideal situation, he's going to be attacking your summons for a bit, and you can take these guys out. These are all elite tier wolves, so... My skeletons will rise again, you big nerd. I didn't mean to do that. I was trying to take it off the stomp real fast and get frostbite going. There we go. And he is down. Don't get anything for killing him, but, you know, it's kind of an elite-ish type thing, so might as well. Get a bunch of Michaela's lilies out here, though, and those are fairly rare, so you know, that's nice. Either way, though, that is going to wrap things up. So, as I mentioned, up here, do not go here. Do not go here right now. We're not doing that. As for upcoming episodes, next we're probably going to start from the East Ray Lucaria Gate and work our way through all of this stuff. Clear it all out. We're going to go do an underground region. We may even do the first part of this, which that's fun. That's a good time. And then another underground region, and after that, we're off to everyone's favorite hellhole, Caelid. So, stay tuned. More's coming your way, and I'll catch y'all then.